The energy in the universe is like a pendulum. Whenever something swings to the right, it must then swing to the left. Everything is either growing or dying. Wellness morning to all from Building Spiritual Muscles, a subsidiary of Human Empowerment Cell of Jeevan Jaj. Day 14 of our ongoing 15-day series on Laws of Universe Level 1 will see us discussing the law of rhythm today. Our spiritual healer and life coach, Vindri Kaurji, will teach how everything has a rhythm or a pattern. What seems to be random is actually very orderly.
Good morning to all. Good evening to the overseas. Sat Sri Akal, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. The law of rhythm. Today I will not be taking much time in this law and easy to understand. Everything in this universe is in a motion, is in a rotation. Everything. So they say when there is matter, there is energy, there is frequency. When there is a frequency, there is a rhythm. There is going to be a rhythm. And it's going to be in a cyclic form, because it is all rotating. Every time there is a change. Dukh, sukh, dukh, sukh. Whatever happens is all happening in a cyclic form. So there are always changes. Everything changes in this universe. Everything. The only thing that does not change and is unchangeable is the divine law. The divine himself is unchangeable. Otherwise, everything is changing. It is in a rotation motion, and you find every corner that there is going to be a change. That means in life, jitne bhi sare experiences we ho rahe hain, they are also in a motion. They are also in a rhythm. Everything is in a rhythm. You will see that in the next slide, we are talking about an example in which we say, agar ek pendulum la lo, that the pendulum goes to the right. Does it stay there? No, it does not stay there. It is a law that it has to go back and go into the left side. It has to go. It goes to the left and then comes back again to the right, again back to the left, again back, and then slowly it goes down. This is a rhythm. This is not changeable. This is how life goes on. It goes in a rhythm and it is a law, and we do not even realize that actually everything is in a rhythm. Now, even if we take even a small plant, agar ਅਸੀਂ plant भी ले लइए ना, agar plant ਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ instrument लगा देंगे, we put an instrument. The scientists put an instrument and they put it to a certain, you can say, a technology where they can hear the music of the plants, and they are in a rhythm. They are in a rhythm. So you can imagine a small plant also is in a rhythm. If you see the water, they are also in a rhythm. If you see the air and we are in the sound of the silence, everything is in a rhythm. They do not break the rhythm. So that means we have to understand, सानू सुनाई दे रहा है या समझ नहीं दे रहा, aware हाँ कि नहीं हाँ, but there is rhythm everywhere. Everything is in a rhythm. Even study सोचनी also rhythm में जाएगी, because our mind thinking, our actions, our behavior, all is in a rhythm. अच्छी सोच, अच्छी emotions, अच्छे actions, it is in a rhythm. So everything in life is going to be in a rhythm. Now, what is rhythm important in life? Why? Why is this rhythm important in life? The next slide shows that the importance of the rhythm. What does it say? Most people probably do not think about it much. But rhythm is extremely important. Why? You see that it is necessary for us to understand that whatever dialogue, whatever action, they are all coordinating and synchronizing. We are synchronizing with everything. जो भी संसार ते हो रहा है, पूरे दिन दे विच देखो भी ਅਸੀਂ लोग synchronize कर रहे हैं, ਅਸੀਂ coordinate कर रहे हैं, ਅਸੀਂ उस rhythm ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. ਅਸੀਂ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠਦੇ ਹਾਂ, so what do? We are in a rhythm. We straight go to the bathroom. We come back from the bathroom, we go into the kitchen. We have a cup of tea or whatever we want, hot water we have, we go and have a bath. We are always in a rhythm. तैयार हो गए, गुरुद्वारे मंदिर चले गए, वापस आए, एक rhythm, going to the kitchen, breakfast. So in life, you see that it is important in life that everything is in a rotation, it is in a rhythm, and we are synchronizing. Now, कदी कदी ये लोग कह देते हैं जी, आज दा दिन ना बड़ा सोना गया, बड़े एक तरीके नाल we were in the flow. That means everything was in a rhythm. We were in the rhythm. Now, the next slide says, what is the power of the rhythm? Is rhythm the power की है? Now, the power of this rhythm, कोई चीज़ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੂਰੇ ਦਿਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੜੀ ਰੂਟੀਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਪਏ ਹਾਂ, ਬੜੇ ਰਿਦਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਸੋਚ ਵੀ ਰਹੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ, ਆਨਸਰ ਵੀ ਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, everything is in rhythm. But our life is also in a rhythm. Now, what happens? Unconsciously, we do not know, but what's happening in this body? The blood is going, goes to the heart, gets purified, then goes to the whole body, again impurified come. देख लो एक rhythm with चल रहे हैं. A rhythm, a continuity, a cycling चल रही है. We are alive. We are alive. सारा oxygen दे रहेगा. You see, without you knowing, there is in and out going on. We are breathing in, we're breathing out. Breathing in the oxygen, giving out the carbon dioxide. We are in a rhythm. We are in a rhythm. This rhythm is our survival. ਅਸੀਂ ਜੀ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, we are alive because of this rhythm which is happening inside us. So that means this rhythm, this synchronizing of the brain waves, boosting performances, perceptions, everything is connecting. अगर ਅਸੀਂ कुछ चीज गल करनी है, ਅਸੀਂ अपने तरीके नाल उस टाइम ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਡਾ ਇੱਕ rhythm ਹੈ. We don't talk बेकार. ਅਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ, when some person come, ਉਸੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ, waves go the brain gives us the answer, we talk to them. This is also a rhythm. It is a cycle. It keeps on in a very beautiful way of rhythm. Now, अगर ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ everything is in a rhythm, then what is it that breaks this rhythm also? We have to find out कि अगर ये सारी कुछ ये साडा power है, then does life also have a rhythm? What does the next slide say? Does life also have a rhythm? The body, the mind, all have a rhythm. Everything is in a rhythm. Because ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਣਾ, already ਪਿਛਲੇ laws ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਬੈਠੇ, everything is in a motion. When everything is in a motion, there is going to be energy, there is going to be a frequency, there's going to be a vibration. कोई भी frequency or vibration ਨੂੰ under machine ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ check ਕਰੋਗੇ, there is a rhythm. And this rhythm helps us throughout the day to synchronize. synchronize. ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ tuned ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ. How do we tune ourselves? That we will be discussing in our later slides. When do we lack rhythm? What does the next slide say? When do we lack rhythm? Rhythm te hai, that is a law that we have to be. But kya aisi jagah hai when we lack this rhythm? When we attract negative patterns. What are those negative patterns? It starts from the source, the thought process. ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਇੱਕ negative thoughts ਆ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, they break the whole rhythm. When we have negative actions, we break the whole rhythm. वैसे life is moving very smoothly and we said life was very nice, आज बड़ा अच्छा दिन गया, बड़ा synchronized, बड़ा अच्छा गया जी, बड़ी एक systematically way गया ऐसी, and we were very much at peace. When does it break? When we have negative thoughts. When these negative thoughts enter into our mind, what happened? It turns into emotions. These emotions again turn into actions. And then these action goes into the universe. Whole rhythm is broken, is disturbed. Simple thing, as I told you about a plant. अगर ਅਸੀਂ एक plant ਨੂੰ ਲਗਾਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਮਸ਼ੀਨ ਨਾਲ, ਉਹ ਇੱਕ rhythm ਵਿੱਚ ਗਾਣਾ ਗਾਉਂਦੇ. But अगर आस-पास उस plant के आस-पास अगर ਅਸੀਂ जाके उसे गाली गलोच करिए, लड़ाई झगड़ा करिए, or we are very loud and screaming, those plants give a very different rhythm. They break the whole rhythm. There is singing and it breaks. The rhythm breaks. We can make out. So that means a small plant ਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਅਗਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਚੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਗਾਲੀ ਗਲੋਚ ਕਰ ਰਹੀਏ, ਲੜਾਈ ਝਗੜਾ ਕਰ ਰਹੀਏ, तो immediately plant ਦਾ ਵੀ rhythm ਟੁੱਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ. So now you can imagine कि अगर साढ़े अंदर एक negative thought आ जाता है, and that negative thoughts create negative emotions, and these negative emotions create negative behavior, and these negative behavior goes into the universe. So is going to break the whole rhythm. The whole rhythm now. Example. My heart is beating in a very beautiful, blood pressure is very good. Note and see. मेरे अंदर नेगेटिव थॉट आया, नेगेटिव थॉट ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਗੁੱਸਾ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਅੰਦਰ jealousy ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ, ਜਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਅੰਦਰ bitterness ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ. Anything negative emotion comes, you will see that your blood pressure flow becomes more. The flow, the rhythm is broken, and you will see the blood pressure goes high. You will see that blood pressure goes high. Why? Because the rhythm has been broken. When the rhythm breaks, then you see not only your blood pressure rhythm breaks, internally our organs get all disturbed. Slowly you'll see the hormones, the chemical which are being excreted, the flow becomes excess or becomes less. Rhythm breaks off. ਜਿਹੜਾ blood flow ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਘਟ ਗਿਆ ਜਾਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. And then the purification and when the blood flow goes out purified, that rhythm also breaks. Another thing, कोई भी ऐसा इंसिडेंट हो रहा है और एकदम तुसी देखते हो, तुसी डर जाते हो, घबरा जाते हो, and then negative emotions start, you will see that your breathing becomes faster. You can feel that you're breathing in and out, the rhythm breaks. These are things which you can at least acknowledge, you can see, you can feel it. But we do not see कि दोरा rhythm साढ़े organs दे ऊपर पैंदा है, साढ़ा पूरा rhythm system changes. And what happens with this rhythm? When we lack this rhythm, then we are actually seeing there is lot of stress. साढ़े अंदर body दे अंदर इतना stress हो जाता है, which is not acceptable. Which is not acceptable to the body. If it is not acceptable to the body, is it acceptable to the universe? No. Not acceptable to the universe. A sade universe which, why there is so much of pollution? Why? Koi pollution hava vichu nahi aayi. It is we who have excreted from our auras all these negative forces, all this stress into the universe, और पूरे यूनिवर्स को ਅਸੀਂ करप्ट कर देता, पूरे यूनिवर्स को pollute कर दिया, पूरा rhythm system चला गया. Today you will see how the rhythms are changing. Today, the weather is very different. You see how the rhythm is changing. It has never been that during this time of the year that the weather is very, very cool. Weather is very, very cool. So somewhere the rhythm is changing. The cycling, the changes are taking place. Somewhere it is negative, somewhere there is positive. But the whole universe is working on a rhythm, and the rhythm is disturbed because of our thought process and certain habits that which we create. Now, if we say that we create also, because when we are having stress, when we are having negative thoughts, so what happens? They go into our behavior. Our behavior is what? Itna stress hai, come on, let's take a vodka. We take a vodka. Rhythm changes, action changes. Okay, let's go in for a drug. Okay, let's go in for a pub. What happened? Our negative thoughts create negative actions, and slowly, slowly, the rhythm changes everywhere. The cycling is changing. Where did it start from? Our thought process. So we have to be very careful of our thought process, because this is the place where the rhythm is broken. Now, when we come to the next, we say, what are the ways to cultivate healthy rhythm? ਹੁਣ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਥਾਟਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਰਿਦਮ ਟੁੱਟ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੈ, because the whole universe is in a rhythm. So to obtain this consistency and not to fall into bad habits and negative pattern, what are the different points we should be careful? First, have a sleep schedule, which is one of the most important. But it's very important. Why this is very important? Why this habit is very important? Why? Because this sleep, अगर असी time से नाल असी time से सोइए और time से उठिए, we have to remember that as soon as dawn comes, as soon as you see in the evening when the light is going, darkness is appearing. In our body, there is a clock which tells us to go to sleep. The eyelids are drooping. When the eyelids are drooping, then there is a certain type of chemical that is being excreted. That excretion, the chemical melatonin honda hai, that helps in healing our body. That healing takes place when we are at sleep. As the morning comes, light is coming. We see the light rays coming. Slowly our eyes open and we awake. This is a rhythm. And that chemical that was being secreted during the night for our health repairing of the body slowly finishes. So that means it is active during the darkness when we are at sleep. Hun sadai sleep in a rati hove, sleep hove din the time, sleep hove 2-2:30 baje shuru hoiye, te 4:30-5 baje light ho jaye, to when will this chemical come? The rhythm breaks. Our body whole rhythm breaks. Sleep is very, very important, which is not being done at this modern age. Children are not accepting, and always night having fun time and sleeping late night at 2 o'clock. Now, next point. So be careful of your sleep. You will cultivate healthy rhythm. Write your routine or to-do list. Always have what you have to do the whole day. This is like a guide for you, and your mind is tuned कि मैं अगले दिन ए कम करना है. This is a list that we form. Usually people have this type of journal made in the night. पूरा दिन की कीता और सवेरे से की करना है. It's a very good habit, so that we are focused. Our mind is being tuned. Don't think just by writing this list, of what to do, is just think we are actually tuning our mind. We are recording our mind of how to do. Keep yourself active. Keep yourself active the whole day. Because if you are not active and you are stagnant, what will happen? You will be bored and you will be restless. You will be bored and restless. Why? Because you are stagnant. ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕੋ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਸੇ while at the same time Agar you are constantly moving and trying yourself, then you will drain yourself. You will drain your energy. So you have to be balanced. Keep moving, but at the same time, do not overmove so that you do not drain out. So keep this body in a balanced way. Now, routine. Keep your routine in the morning and evening routine very important. Whatever you are doing in the morning, एक routine बना लो. उस routine no, please be consistent about it. Be consistent, you start forming a habit. So then you're always working within the habit. If you make a routine that I have to get up in the morning at 5:30 and in the morning, this is my work I have to do. बच्चे ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਰਾਤੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਨੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਆਪਣੀ ਰੂਟੀਨ ਬਣਾਓ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਨਾ ਹੈ we work in the morning hours, sleep better at night, sleep early to bed and rise early from bed. When you rise early, you can retain, you can grasp much of your education. जो ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ 3 ਘੰਟੇ ਲੱਗਣਗੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ 45 minutes ਲੱਗਣਗੇ to grasp and to retain. Make a routine. Educational children, ਵੱਡਿਆਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਆਪਣੀ routine ਹੁੰਦੀ ਕਿ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠਿਆ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ spiritual ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ, because that is a beautiful hour where you can actually grasp and you can retain. Make it. And then evening time, make a routine that you have to go for a slight walk. You have eaten your food. At times, a routine बनाओ कि ਅਸੀਂ 7:30 ਵਜੇ ਖਾਣਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ. We have come. We have a routine. We all have to sit on the table where we have all family get together, where we have a dialogue. We discuss. We have a dinner. We go for. Make a routine, whatever routine you're on, and be consistent. Because when you make a routine, you make it into a habit. And this is all being registered. Jan, the next come, adjust as needed. Be open to changes. We so restrict ourselves, we block ourselves that we are not ready to change. We are not ready to change, but we want others to change. So please be adjustable and try to make a change wherever there it is needed. This change which keeps on coming and you are open to it is also a rhythm. This is also a rhythm. So you can see life is full of changes. Now that is your choice. You want to change or you don't want to change. But if you change, you allow new opportunities to come into your life. This is also a part of the rhythm. Then the last and important point is avoid having caffeine. Usually at night, you see the people have a habit. Let's go for a coffee. Let's all have tea because we're going to digest asi roti khadi. Chalo sare baithe, come on, let's have a coffee or let's have a cup of tea, caffeine. Avoid, because this is one of the point where it does not allow you to sleep. Usually people, children working at night, take these things taki they can be awake and they are alert so that they can do their work. Please change your routine. Change your routine. So these are few of the points which you can inculcate into yourself. It's no habit banao so that you can have a healthy rhythm. Now, no matter who are creating this life rhythm, what do they have? They are happier and they are in routine. They will be happier, they will fulfill things and they will be in their routine. And the more you sustain this type of a routine, this type of a rhythm in life, don't overlook the points which I told you in the previous slide. If you keep to it, you will see that you will glide beautifully with lot of confidence and ease in your life. Now, is rhythm in our DNA? 101%. They say 69 genes are associated with the rhythm ability. 69 genes. So you can imagine the rhythm. So what have they said? Where is it connected to? In the genes you see that when we are walking, when you are walking, you see there is a rhythm. When you're breathing, there is a rhythm. When you're playing, there is a rhythm. Everywhere there is a rhythm. It's connected to your genes. Some people are very good dancers. You see they clap in a very rhythm way. They play the drum in a very rhythmic. Music is a rhythm. Everything is in a rhythm. And some people are very good at it. It's associated with the genes. There are rhythm in our genes. It is so important that nowadays doctors are using this rhythm for certain diseases. Parkinson's diseases patients, usually their doctors are using this rhythm therapy. This rhythm therapy for Parkinson's diseases, even for speech and even for hearing. Hearing is what? When there's a sound that goes inside. It is a sound. The sound has a vibration, it has a frequency, it has a rhythm. That is why this therapy is used for people who cannot hear or hearing disability. This rhythm is also used for speech, because when there is speech, there is a voice, there is a sound, and that sound has vibration and frequency. So this rhythm is also used for speech, and so also for Parkinson's. Parkinson's is what? When a person is shivering and shaking and is out of rhythm. When you are in a very bad shape of Parkinson, the body starts flying in the room. This therapy of rhythm is used so as to control the body and bring it into a certain rhythm. So you can imagine how important this rhythm is, this law of rhythm is. We are not aware, but the whole universe is in rhythm. Just like we say that the sound of the silence, can we hear it? No. But when we use these type of instruments, we can hear the sound. So also this rhythm, without our being aware of it, the rhythm is in motion. Now, what does the next slide say? What is human rhythm? What is human rhythm? They say that the human rhythm is absolutely, there's like a clock inside. Is like a clock inside, which they say like 24 hours is called the circadian rhythm. That is 24 hours. The physical body, the mental body, emotion, all are in rhythm. There is a clock-like thing which is inside us, which cycles like 24 hours. You go to sleep. In the morning, you get up. It's rhythm of a body temperature, our hormones, all are working in a rhythm. This is the biological rhythm, where the chemicals are working in the molecule levels and is responding to the environment. It's सारा rhythm में चल रहा है, it's सारी tuning में चल रहा है. It is all working in a cyclical form. Your light exposure, your eating habits, your environment, all gets disrupted by, in which way? If you eat junk food, you get into certain environments which is not suiting you, which is negative. They break all the rhythm. And what happens? They all cause serious problems. ਅਸੀਂ ਖਾਣਾ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਗਲਤ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਅਸੀਂ like alcohol, drugs, caffeine, all these wrong eating habits we take, they break the biological rhythm. Even our habits, if we have wrong habits, that also breaks the rhythm of our human nature. Our nature जो ना वो rhythm टूट जाता है. What is human nature? To move very smoothly, but we do not. We break in all the things क्योंकि साਡਾ rhythm ही टूट गया because of our bad habits, our negative thoughts. So now we see in the next slide. What does it say in the next slide? It says that what do biological rhythm affect? अगर साਡਾ biological rhythm है, how does it affect the body? How does it affect? So we see that during our time in this physical body, साडा अगर rhythm है, अगर साडा rhythm है, so we will have a sleep. साडी नींदर बड़ी अच्छी होएगी. We sleep at a correct time. That cycle of sleeping will be very good, very, very good. If it is very good, that means the production of melatonin is very beautifully excreted. But अगर ਅਸੀਂ नहीं सुते, we do not sleep, that means this enzyme is not going to be, this chemical is not going to be produced, and it is going to cause bad health and insomnia. So that means our rhythm is going to affect our health and is going to affect the next, our metabolism. Our rhythm is going to affect our metabolism. Why? Because जिन साडी सोच गलत होंदी जाएगी, साडे इस मेटाबॉलिज्म दे विच होएगा. तो we do what? Mind eating. सोच रहे हैं, खा रहे हैं, तुहानू पता ही नहीं सी खा कितना रहे हैं. Why? Is mind eating. Metabolism is totally disrupted. The system, the rhythm is gone. Heart rate either goes up or goes down. Blood pressure goes up or goes down. Why? Because the rhythm is affected, and the rhythm is broken, and it affects our heart rate. It affects our blood pressure. It affects our blood pressure. It affects our body temperature. If the rhythm is broken, is disturbed, then our body temperature is also disturbed. You note one thing. If we are very angry, if we are having a lot of negative thoughts and a lot of stress in the body, you will see that our immunity system goes down. When immunity system goes down, infections take place. Bacteria are attacking. And when they attack, then our body temperature goes up. What happens next? Our hormone levels. Our hormone levels are also disrupted. Just like in the sleep, what happened? The chemicals, even our hormones also, they also get disturbed. Why? Because our rhythm is broken. You will see when the rhythm breaks, our urine production is also affected. You will see that when you're passing urine, this problem is arising in many, many places because it is affecting the kidney. And when it affects the kidney, you are going to be in a very big problem, and someday you are already landed in a soup. So rhythm is very, very important. Now, our sugar, our blood sugar. In the next point, it says our blood sugar. Now, what about the sugar? They say sugar, you are having fruit and everything. You are having very good vegetables, everything. They don't have sugar. But can then just suddenly the sugar body wada deiye? Sugar level is gone down. Today, the doctor says, more than this food, your thought process, your stress changes the level of your sugar. Your sugar rises, stress. So what is stress? Stress is connected to your thought process. And your thought process breaks the rhythm. The biological rhythm, it breaks it. When it breaks the rhythm, the smooth rhythm that your body is going, the level of your sugar increases. Next is your cholesterol. It breaks the rhythm of the cholesterol. Then our mental health. Why? Because ਅਸੀਂ ਬੜੇ ਸ਼ਾਂਤ और peace with बैठे हैं. So we say we are in rhythm. We are in tune with the universe. All of a sudden, the कोई ऐसा phone आ जाता है, कोई ऐसा incident हो जाता है, and then stress increases. With the stress, साडे अंदर bitterness, anger, lot of negativity enters. When it enters, immediately it hits against our mental health. Mental health, it is and goes into depression. That means the rhythm of our biological rhythm has been broken. Why? Because on the thought process hits our mental health and causes depression. Even bipolar disorders are also created there because of our mental level. That means in bipolar, they say it's like a split personality. एक बारी एकदम hyper हो जाएगा, एक बारी एकदम cool हो जाएगा. फिर upper, that is like, it is just jumping from one nature to the other. It is a split type of a personality. This is because of the thought process. This breaks the rhythm. Biological rhythm is broken. Next comes immune system. अगर साडे अंदर thought process breaks, thoughts are so important. Can you imagine? From the day one we are talking is thoughts, thoughts, thoughts. Why? Man is a bundle of thoughts. And these thoughts, अगर negative हो गए, साडे अंदर डर पैदा हो गया, साडे अंदर fear, stress पैदा हो गया, so what will साडे immunity system will go down. ਅਸੀਂ डर के जिंदे every part of life we are breathing the rhythm of our life. Why? Because डरते हैं, insecure हैं. There is so much of stress. Why there is stress? There is stress because we are scared. We are scared of failures. We are scared of certain situations. पता नहीं ये चीज होएगी, we are scared of our future. So what happened? ये डर के जीना slowly and brings so much of stress कि साडी immunity power goes down and we are now open to all type of infections in life. साडी पूरी body, the immune system breaks, साडा rhythm is broken. Why? Because of our thoughts. Now, DNA repair process. I have already taught with you in many classes that we can change our genes of the DNA. We have the power to do it. How? If I, and in my parental side or in my foster side, I see that there is a diabetes, or we have a certain pattern, and we say that is in our genes. So what do we say? That you can change it. You can change, you have the power. But we have always been living as a victim. I have to have it because ab sare kol hai. This is how we are living. But nowadays scientists say that you can change your genes. How? With the power of the thoughts. See again the thoughts. Now again, if you have the power of the thought, you can repair, you can change. But if your thoughts are negative, तुसी शुद्ध बन के रहना है, I'm not worthy, then what happens? You cannot repair your DNA and genes. You cannot. So rhythms help you to repair. And the last and the most important is, today cancer is all over the universe. You can hear cancer, each and every nook there is a cancer. When there is cancer treatment, it will be very effective if there is rhythm. If there is rhythm, it will be very, very effective. But our rhythms are broken. Why? Because of our thought process. Because of our habits. That is why many times in cancer patients, you see that the whole eating system has changed. They have come under certain diet, where they are able to control these cancer cells. They can finish off these cancer cells. So what happens? They are changing their lifestyles, their routines, their eating habits, and along with it, their thought process. That's a very, very important part. Agar sade thought process are going to be beautiful, positive, Rabbi Guna de nal emotions are beautiful, then what will happen? Sada rhythm will be so big because these thoughts are going to create energy. These energies are going to create vibrations. These vibrations are having frequency. These frequency are going to have a beautiful rhythm. And these rhythms are going to help in the cancer treatment. So you can imagine how beautiful this rhythm can create so many beautiful things into our life, but we are not aware of it. Today we have done this. Be very, very serious about all these laws. They are all interlinked, because man is a bundle of thoughts. Thoughts are energy. Man is energy. The universe is energy. Everything is energy. And if everything is energy, all the energy, the protons, the neutrons, the electrons are in motion. They are cycling in and out like a pendulum. They're moving in and out, and they are in a rhythm. Please don't try to break this rhythm because we're not aware. But try to become alert and aware that your thoughts are going to make your rhythm, either they're going to destruct and destroy the rhythm, or they're going to make a beautiful rhythm in life. And if you make this rhythm and synchronize with this rhythm, then you can imagine that you'll have a very beautiful, healthy body. If you have a beautiful, healthy body, you'll have beautiful, healthy relationships. Life is going to be beautiful and blissful. So I think now we can get into the last. And we've been 12, 13 days, 14 days, Falki, that we have been rising in the morning. To rise in the morning, we have to sleep properly in the night. Please obey this clock. This is a gift of God. Everyone has a clock. ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਸਿਰ ਉੱਠਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ 5-5:30 ਵਜੇ ਉੱਠ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ, you will see another 3-4 hours ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਅੱਧਾ ਦਿਨ ਤੇ ਨਿਕਲ ਕੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਹੋਏਗੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੇਖੋ. Make this into a routine. Because by not having a good sleep and not sleeping in time and getting up in the morning, early rising, you can say that you are depriving your body of that chemical, the melatonin, that is a chemical which heals your body. You're depriving your body. नहीं तो फिर नसते हैं डॉक्टर को, फिर डॉक्टर सानू यही कैप्सूल देंदे. Be active the whole day. Be active. Keep on moving. आजकल बुजुर्गां नू कहंदे ने हाथ पैर चलांदे रहो. जितने हाथ पैर चलाओगे सुखी होवोगे. Keep on moving. Do not be stagnant. But at the same time, do not be overactive. You will destroy yourself. So when you see that you are stagnant, time is stagnant, rhythm what? Get up and become active. Do some exercise, do some walk, do some creative work. And agar if you find that now you're very tired and you've been very busy, then please take rest. Balance yourself. Then be active, but do not overexert. Adjust. Very, very important. Adjust to all the changes that come in life. Don't try to change people. Try to change yourself. We are always busy changing everyone, but we're hitting our head against the wall. The only thing, adjust with everyone. When changes come, take the changes very gracefully. But we are usually not ready to take the changes. We get stuck. And when we get stuck, that is again, we are stagnant. And when we are stagnant, we are going to break the rhythm of the body and we are going to be diseased. So please, today, the whole day and every day, I would like you to every day, please continue with this waking up in the morning and sleeping at the correct time in the night. Hanji Arvindaji, you can carry on with the questions. Any doubts, please?
Not having a routine or a rhythm can definitely stress us out. Early to bed, early to rise is a wise thing to follow. Let's start our queries. Yes, Neetaji.
I want to talk.
Hanji.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. ਮੈਂ
Hanji.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਜੋ ਰਾਤੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ એનર્ਜੀ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਕੈਮੀਕਲ ਤੋਂ, ਜੋ ਇਨਫੋਸਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾਈਟ ਡਿਊਟੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ?
ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ. In the long run, ਹਾਲੇ ਤੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ. In the long run, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋਗੇ, when doctors are giving certain medication now, one of the salt is this chemical. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਰੱਬ ਦੀ ਤਰਫੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ chemical ਵੈਸੇ ਵੀ ਮਿਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, but ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ avail ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ. But those people who are working in the night and they sleep during the daytime, they cannot avail this. But in the long run, air deficiency aandi hai, a problems body nu problems aandi hai, but we do not realize that this chemical actually is the place where it repairs the body. Become alert. Dina logan ne rati kam kar rahe hain, maybe that's their way of life. They have to go through it. But at least we people who can afford to sleep at night, have a nice night's life, please go get into this habit. A God the gift है कि तनु ये राती अपने आप ही chemical बनती है कि, because as the night comes, eyes droop, chemicals start coming out. When the daylight comes, eyes open, chemical बंद हो जाती है और पूरी repairing होती है कि such a beauty क्या उस रब दी कुदरत दी बनी हुई चीज है कि, but we don't avail it.
Okay, and मेरा कल दा question सी कि how I can love myself.
Yes, see, now to love ourselves, अगर ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ please learn to love yourself, this is okay, let us go for a shopping, window shopping, let's go to the parlor, let's go for a movie because we are very happy, I'm loving myself, I'm doing what I want to do, but to learn to love yourself, only the meaning देख लो, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਪੈਨਸਲ ਪੇਪਰ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ, ਓਕੇ ਰਾਈਟ, ਲਵਿੰਗ ਯੋਰ ਸੈਲਫ, ਹੁਣ ਯੋਰ ਸੈਲਫ ਲਿਖਿਆ, ਸੈਲਫ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਇੱਕ ਗੋਲਾ ਬਣਾ ਦੋ, ਇਹ ਸੈਲਫ ਹੈ ਕੀ, this self is not this physical body, ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਸਰੀਰ ਨੂੰ ਸਵਾਰਾਂ, ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਸਰੀਰ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਾਂ ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹਾਂ, ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਖਾਵਾਂ ਜੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅੱਛਾ ਲੱਗੇ, your self is your identity, that self is your identity, learn to love yourself, learn to love that self, that self is man, tu jyot swaroop hai apna, this is a very spiritual answer, learn to love yourself, self is your identity, man tu jyot swaroop hai. Now how do we learn to love that self? By tuning yourself with the self, ਉਹ self ਕੀ ਹੈਗਾ, ਉਹਦੀ qualities ਕੀ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ, what is it made up of, it is made up of ਗੁਣ, ਉਹ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਣਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ, ਜਦੋਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ, ਜੋ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨਾਲ ਟਿਊਨ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਰੱਬੀ ਗੁਣ ਲੈ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਗੁੱਸਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦਾ, ਮਿੱਠੇ ਬੋਲ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਹੈ, no anxiety, no stress, always forgiving, always adjusting, no blame game, ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ, ਮਨ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਸੈਲਫ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਉਸ ਮਨ ਤੋਂ ਜੋ ਸਰਵਣਾ, ਉਸ ਆਈਡੈਂटिटी ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਉਸ ਵਨਨੈਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਟਿਊਨ ਕਰ ਲਿੱਤਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਟਿਊਨ ਕਰ ਲਿੱਤਾ, that mean you are loving yourself. But if I get angry, that means I'm going against that energy of the self. Energy of the self was what? Pyar. And what I'm doing? Angry. I've gone against that energy. That means I'm not loving myself. I'm not loving my identity. I'm going against my identity. So to love yourself, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾਮ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੱਬੀ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਧਾਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ the law of nature ਨੂੰ follow ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, means you are loving yourself, you're loving your identity, loving man tu jyot swaroop hai, loving the oneness you have got in tune with it. Simple formula.
Thank you, Buaji.
God bless you, love you, bacha. Hanji, Hanji, Manmohan wanted to speak. Manmohan wanted to speak. She had unmuted herself.
Hanji, Manmohan ji. Unmute करो जी. मनमोहन जी, unmute करो जी.
आ रही आवाज आ रही है?
Hanji, आ रही.
Buaji, I
Hanji.
want to know why this allergy disturbs. Why is this also thinking and negative thoughts?
Yes, all negative thoughts. Sada rhythm of the body is disturbed because of our thought process. Our negative thoughts, our negative emotions. I'm very peaceful. I'm very happy. I'm very in the rhythm. मैं बड़ी खुश rhythm में चल रही, all of a sudden a thought comes and my emotion गुस्सा चढ़ जाएगा. You see the whole rhythm changes. Our breathing changes, the heart pulses changes, everything changes. Why? Because of the emotion and the negative thoughts.
Okay, if this also. Thank you.
Hanji.
Hanji, moving on. Ji Rajwan ji.
बुआ जी आवाज आ रही मेरी?
हाँ जी
बुआ जी ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਵੇਲਾ ਸਚ ਨਾਮ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਵਿਚਾਰ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂਆਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਿਖਾਇਆ ਹੀ ਹੈ, ਤੇ we have discussed it also previously that after 4 o'clock all the 17 glands and nerves are at their peak in the morning.
Yes.
So if you sleep early to sleep and early to rise makes a man perfect and wise.
Yes.
But man has not understood this rule. You see the birds, no sooner the sunset starts, they go to their nest. You can see their chirping also.
Yes.
Animals, domestic animals also, they start going to their home. Even the plants, trees, huh? They start exhaling carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, everything is changing.
Yes.
Why is man not nature provides protection, but man himself is destroying the nature.
Yes.
You know, all the world leaders, they had a meeting कि जो टेम्परेचर है 1 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड बढ़ रहा है अर्थ ਦਾ टेम्परेचर बढ़ ਰਿਹਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ओजोन लेयर है वो भी घट ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ तो इस तरह अगर चलेगा तो वो तेरे ग्लेशियर सारे
Yes.
पिघल जाएंगे इतने आ जाएंगे
Yes. Yes.
वर्ल्ड विल बी डिस्ट्रॉयड
Yes.
विल दिस बी सक्सेसफुल जो हाँ जी
Yes.
जो वर्ल्ड लीडर जो है हाँ तो मतलब ग्रीन एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस करने की सोच रहे हैं
Yes.
will this and will nuclear energy help in this because nuclear energy भी थोड़ा जा एक ग्राम ने भी काफी एनर्जी मिल जाता का न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी का भी कुछ आफ्टर इफेक्ट होएगा
Yes.
वो तो
Yes.
बम तो हो गया वो तो गल वख रही है हाँ elaborate on this topic हाँ जी
Yes, see what happens. From where does it start? All this, where does it start from? Whatever this thing is being disrupted, the rhythm is being broken, starts from us people, from the human. साढ़े लोगों दी सोचनी इतनी corrupted हो चुकी है कि we have a thing of oozing this energy into the universe. We are polluting each and everything in the universe. Now, जेरे लोग पढ़ लिख गए किताबी कीड़ा बहुत ज्यादा हो गया bombs and all these things are made by these intellectual people. So you can imagine at times these education are a destruction to the universe. Because when these bombs and these are being released into the universe, they are destroying and polluting not only humanity, they are also disturbing the whole universe, all the 5 elements also. Today, what you are seeing, the changes coming in the temperature, the ozone, everything is coming. Where is the source coming from? It is the man. Man ने अपने पैरा ते आप ही कुल्हाड़ी मारी है. That is why you see now again man is working, planting more of trees, because they know that all the carbon dioxide the plants are taking, and what are they releasing back? Oxygen, fresh air they're giving back. That is why again they're going there. They're cleaning up all the rivers because that is the water. You see everywhere again man is trying to reconstruct a healthy atmosphere into the universe, because man kutte billi te nahi karde pe assi karde pe hain sare, all in their own levels are trying to do this. Why? It is because we have destroyed the universe. It is we who have broken all the rhythm. We are the cause of it. So everywhere we say, all take your responsibility. Everyone have your thought, have a very enlightened thoughts inside you. ऐसे रब्बी गुण अंदर क्रिएट करो, ऐसे नियम नु फॉलो करो. These are the laws of the universe. Understand the laws are working. They are going to work even you are alert about it or not. So all take your own responsibility. You can imagine today we're doing the rhythm, how the rhythm, साडे thought दे नाल साडी पूरी body the rhythm खराब हो जांदी हैगी है ते साडे thought दे नाल साडी body rhythm खराब होंदा तो साडे thoughts universe ਵਿੱਚ चले जा. Billions and billions of people जदों thoughts universe ਵਿੱਚ चले ਜਾਂਦੇ, you can imagine the negative thought, how the rhythm of the universe is breaking. Is affecting the whole universe. So take care of your thoughts.
अच्छा
हाँ जी.
हाँ जी बुआ जी
हाँ जी.
आई वांट टू करेक्ट कल मैं कैसे भी मार्शल आर्ट्स लेडीज ਨੂੰ ਸੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਮਾਰਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਟ ਸੀਗਾ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਝਾਂਸੀ ਦੀ ਰਾਣੀ ਤੇ ਮਾਈ ਭਾਗੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਜੰਗਾਂ ਵੀ ਲੜੀਆਂ ਜਿੱਤੀਆਂ. ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂ तो मैं ਉਹ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਵੀ ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਮਾਰਸ਼ਲ ਆਰਟਸ ਗਰਲਸ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਵਗੈਰਾ तो वो तो फिर मार्शल आर्ट का सीगा आई जस्ट वांटेड टू करेक्ट माई सेल्फ
See, देखो मार्शल आर्ट्स एंड ऑल आर देयर आजकल
नो
कराटे
मार्शल
सब
आर्ट्स
कुछ हो
फॉर
रहे हैं
गर्ल्स
whatever is happening this is an effort being made it is an effort being made this is a mask that we are putting just for our protection it is for our protection I already did all the different masks that we are putting so according to the situation if today I am a woman and I have to be a mother I put a mask of a mother and I behave like a mother if I have to be a sister, I put a mask of a sister and I work like a sister. If I have to be a wife, I put a mask of a wife and I work. We are putting all different masks. So when we need our own protection and we have to get into our martial art, that is also a mask. We bring up that energy of a yang into us. We bring up the energy of a yang into us. We are putting a mask there. But remember one thing, these masks have to be torn apart to get to the core of your own energy. Hanji. Hanji Kiran ji.
Yes, Kiran ji, we'll take up your question
हाँ जी
next.
बुआ जी फिर हाँ जी
Hanji. I'll come back to
मैं
you.
बात देखता हूँ
I'll come back to you. Hanji. Hanji Kiran.
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਭੂਆ ਜੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਕਰਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਹੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੀ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ ਪਰ ਹੁਣ ਅਗਰ ਇੱਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਦੇ ਬੱਚਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਹੈ ਡਿਲੀਵਰੀ ਤੇ ਗਲਤੀ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਬੱਚਾ ਰਿਟਾਰਡਡ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਔਰ ਮਦਰ ਨੂੰ ਪੂਰੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਸਫਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਸੋ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਿਲੇਟ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਭੂਆ ਜੀ
See what now it is a fault of the doctor somewhere something went wrong and the child has been harmed in the physical form okay in the physical form now according to the today whatever according to the gurmat what they say that it is the fault of the doctor but ਅਸੀਂ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਭਈ ਬੱਚੇ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਮਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਸੂਰ ਗਲਤੀ ਤੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਕੋਲ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਯੈਸ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਟਾਈਮ ਯੂ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਬੀ ਅਲਰਟ that you do not go to the same doctor ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੋ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਬਟ ਬੱਚਾ ਤਾਂ ਪੂਰੀ ਉਮਰ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਕਰੇਗਾ somewhere this is a place where usually we go on to a theosophic study and we try to go in that somewhere the child had to go through this pain which he is carrying. These are the lessons that he is carrying in his DNA genes. There is a space between the genes. And between the genes, they say there is a package of your karmic lessons. This is how theosophic study tells us. That means we are carrying. We are carrying. So this goes and hits against our reincarnation.
ਸੋ ਫਿਰ ਮਤਲਬ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੜ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ it all goes fail then it's all wrong
Yes. So that is where there is a contradiction in this. Simply Gurmat will say, okay, it's a doctor's fault. Maybe you're the unlucky one. It's okay. Look after the child. Next time be careful. Once bitten, twice shy. But ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਪੁੱਛਾਂਗੇ ਨਾ ਬੱਚੇ ਦੀ ਕੀ ਗਲਤੀ ਸੀ because what you saw socially you reap ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਿਓ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ that he had to suffer to the doctor's negligence why should he suffer neglecting ਜੋ ਤੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਨੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਲਤੀ ਤੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਨੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ the doctor should be dissing it ਚਲੋ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਦੀ ਗਲਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਤੋਂ will be sued and everything but ਉਸ ਬੱਚੇ ਦੀ ਕੀ ਗਲਤੀ that he has to suffer the whole thing then what is the answer I will not discuss much on it bache because people are going to get confused because I am a theosophic study. I am a very strong believer of it. But in the Gurmat, we are not allowed to discuss this. So that is why, but I think you can understand. You can understand.
Okay, so matlab law no asi 100% apply, like we can say it's not applicable 100% te nahi ho
It is what you sow, so shall you reap.
No, but hunite ek case which na maa di galti na bacche di galti
na bacche di galti but अगर theosophic study लईए तो फिर गलती किस दी है बच्चे दी अपनी गलती है ते मां दी अपनी गलती है
the law is not matching na tusi
law does not match according to the Gurmat but law matches according to the theosophic study this law
जिस तरह से कल you said कि thought process no punishment मिलती है and it will be right away ਹੁਣੀ ਅੱਜ
Yes,
ਸੋ ਬਟ ਹੁਣ ਜਿਸ
I-
ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਇਹ ਕੈਰੀ ਫਾਰਵਰਡ ਹੀ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ
they carry forward. Yes, yes, yes.
ਓਕੇ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਭੂਆ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਬਾਣੀ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟਰ ਨੂੰ ਚੇਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਲਾਅ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਮਝਾਂਗੇ? ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹਉਮੈ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ।
So what happened? This is the fine tuning. This is the fine tuning which we have to do. ਅਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ law ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ the divine, the law of the divine. What was it? That we are the power. We are the oneness. But ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨ ਹੈਗਾ ਨਾ ਉਹ tuned ਹੈਗਾ ਸੋ body conscious ਵਿੱਚ। ਇਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਟੁੱਟੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ। ਸਾਡਾ ਮਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ is to get tuned to that oneness that is inside there। ਸਾਡੀ ਆਈਡੈਂਟੀਟੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ oneness ਹੈ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਨ ਤੋਂ ਜੋਤ ਸਰੂਪ ਹੈ। ਸਿੰਪਲ ਫਾਰਮੂਲਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਸੇ ਟਿਊਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਪਏਗਾ। That first formula only was this, that by tuning that consciousness which ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਨ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, tune to the oneness, tune to the soul conscious, tune to the ਮਨ ਤੋਂ ਜੋਤ ਸਰੂਪ ਹੈ। That means that the tuning, the vibration, the rhythm, this is also the rhythm। ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਉਂ rhythm ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ? ਅਸੀਂ ਬੜੇ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ, ਬੜੇ peaceful, everything is going in a very rhythm way in fact, very nice tuning ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ because we are connected। We are connected। but ਇੱਕਦਮ ਭੰਗ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। We break from the rhythm, negative thought ਆਇਆ, we break from the mood। ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੂਲ ਤੋਂ ਟੁੱਟ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਆਪਣੇ divine power ਤੋਂ ਟੁੱਟ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਆ, ਸਾਡਾ rhythm ਟੁੱਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। and what happened? We become diseased।
ਸੋ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਗਰ ਚੇਤੇ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਮਤਲਬ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਰੱਬੀ ਗੁਣ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਗੁਣਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਫੋਰਗੇਟ ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ
vibration। So it's everything। You are tuned to all the Rabbi gun। That means your energy, your causes have become very beautiful। Your causes have become very beautiful। Correspondence बड़ी अच्छी होएगी, compensation बड़ी अच्छी होएगी, law of attraction बड़ा अच्छा होएगा। Your rhythm is going to be very beautiful।
ਸੋ ਮਤਲਬ ਜੋ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੀ ਪੰਕਤੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਰਤੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੁੱਲਣਾ,
करते नहीं बोलना।
तो करता would be my रब्बी गुण।
my Rabbi gun, हाँ, वो मेरा मूल है। माना तू ज्योत स्वरूप है। I am the spiritual being on this earth, on a journey of human experiences। but I am a spiritual being। I am that mantu jyot swarup hai। I am that identity। I am the soul conscious। मैं रब्बी गुण हैगा वां, पर मेरा मन टुटिया होया है। मैं खाली ट्यून करना है, मैं अपने रिदम नाल फ्लो करना है, mentally, physically and in your sensations।
Perfect। So करता
all the laws will come together, all the laws। अगर तुसी ट्यून हो गए, causes become very good, causes become very good, your stimulus will be very good, your compensation will be very good, your correspondence will be very good। all the laws are going to be in tuned। everywhere there'll be rhythm।
सो करता पहचानना है, करते नु चेते रखना है, रब्बी गुण अगर उन्होंने नहीं रखती है, then I try to become a new creator।
Yes, I become my own cape। I am something। I am this physical body। I am Vindri। I am kid। ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ I am ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਹਉਮੈ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ।
So that creates a home।
that creates because when you are in the body conscious, totally all negativity enters into you।
Perfect Paji। Thank you Paji। Love you।
God bless you। Love you बच्चा। हाँ जी बच्चा।
Indu ji, we can take up your question next। Unmute करो जी। इंदु जी अनम्यूट करो। हाँ जी।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी दीदी।
हाँ जी बच्चा।
हाँ जी दीदी। हाउ आर यू दीदी? फतेह जी।
फतेह जी।
दीदी, what I have experienced with myself is, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ Thursday studies ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ, right? And you are talking about all the laws also। but certain things happen in my life which I feel is connected with the Thursday studies, not with the laws what you are talking about। and I absorb, I know this energy and everything what you are talking, I understand, and I'm absorbing myself with that, all the laws, but somewhere certain things happen with me and it goes with the Theosophic studies and not with the laws। so what is it this time?
No, I'll tell you one thing। Theosophic study भी करोगे, Theosophic study which भी ये सारे laws आंदे, all the 12 laws will come। it will
yes,
come।
yes।
12 laws will all come। it will come 12 laws।
कोई चीज हैगी मैं बड़ी मेहनत कर रही हूँ किसी चीज वास्ते, राइट? तो वो
हाँ जी।
मेहनत कर रही है एंड आई एम सिंसियरली डूइंग इट. इट्स नॉट कि भाई कि खाली कि मैं आई एम नॉट गिविंग माय 100%, बट सर्टेन थिंग्स डजंट comes out to be the maybe the fruit maybe ਹੁਣ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ 100% ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੋਣਾ, maybe ਕੁਝ percentage ਘਟ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ, तो maybe I understand ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ relate ਕਰ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ maybe energy ਕਿਉਂਕਿ things did not have because I must have not sown that thing time ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹਦਾ fruit ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲ ਰਿਹਾ, ਤੇ maybe ਉਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਰਿਹਾ. I connect. And ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਹੁਣੇ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁਣ there are certain things in life every time the energy is changing. ਸਾਡੇ ਰੋਜ਼ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਕੁਛ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਤਾਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੀ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਲਾਈਫ ਅੰਦਰ, ਫੈਮਲੀਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੀ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ. And suppose the discussion is going on and the things what have happened, we are discussing that and they are not positive. Definitely they are not positive. Na? Something has happened wrong. So they are not positive, right? Not positive. So somewhere ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ unconsciously ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਉਹ subconscious mind ਵਿੱਚ negative ਪਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਨਾ.
100%,
ਪਾ
yes.
ਦਿੱਤਾ.
Yes.
So how to remove that file of into the subconscious mind ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕੱਢੀਏ so that ਹੁਣ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਜਾਣੇ ਅਣਜਾਣੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੜਾ ਕੁਝ ਗਲਤ ਪਾ ਦਿੰਨੇ ਆ. Is the only solution is ਨਾਮ ਸਿਮਰਨ, nothing else?
Nothing else. Naam Simran. That is the beautiful
The solution is only ਨਾਮ ਸਿਮਰਨ.
ਨਾਮ ਸਿਮਰਨ. One thing remember, ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਆਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਰਿਪੀਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. Remember that whenever you want a solution, always go to a person who will give you a solution, who will give you actually a spiritual solution. ਇੱਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ, ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਡੋਂਟ ਵਰੀ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਸੁਣੋ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਕੱਢ ਦੋ. ਯੂਜੂਅਲੀ ਇਹੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਸੁਣੋ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਕੱਢ ਦੋ, ਆਪਣੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਰੋ, ਪਰ ਸੁਣੋ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਕੱਢ ਦੋ ਆਪਣੀ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ. This is not a spiritual solution. This is not a spiritual solution. But if you go to a person who's a spiritual, equally ਜਾਓ spiritual solution ਲੈ ਕੇ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ subconscious mind ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ try to make another file. You have to make another file ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਉਸ ਫਾਈਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਹਾਵੀ ਹੋਵੇ. ਉਸ ਫਾਈਲ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਹਾਵੀ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ law of attraction ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ has to be 100%. That affirmations have to be 100%. You will get what you will not get what you want. You will get what you are. That means you have to go down to that level of your thought process, which has to be flawless, absolutely flawless. I did iceberg. ਉੱਪਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਰਿਕਾਰਡਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਪਰ ਅੰਦਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਗਿਲੇ ਵੀ ਹਨ, ਸ਼ਿਕਵੇ ਵੀ ਹਨ. ਅਸੀਂ no, we have to go down to that deep down and clear that area of emotion which has to be flawless. Because जो tip है, जो affirmation है, वो attract नहीं करेगा. Attract क्या होएगा? Beneath that water, beneath the tip of ice.
Intentions, the intention.
Yes, all that will be manifesting.
मतलब ਅਸੀਂ ਅਗਰ ਆਪਣੀ subconscious file ਨੂੰ ਖਤਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਨਵਾਂ ਬੀਜ ਪਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ we have to go to deep down the intentions ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਬਹੁਤ affirmation the intention should be very strong.
Yes, absolutely. We have to go down to that level.
और एक पासे ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ we can change our DNA, right? We can change our genes, right? ਤੇ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ we are born with the DNAs, right? Certain DNAs, we are born with certain DNAs. So how important is the one we are carrying at birth, and how important is we can change the genes?
See what happens now. That is about ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਤਨਾ ਚਾਅ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਤਨਾ belief ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਤਨਾ ਕੁਝ ਇਸ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਇੱਕ faith ਹੈ. It all depends on the individual. ਅੱਜ ਮੈਨੂੰ all of a sudden ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ ਡਾਇਬੀਟੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੀ. ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਅੱਗੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ, oh yes, I will do it. ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਦਿਖਾਵਾਂ and I can do it. ਇੱਕ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹ कहते ਰਹੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ. Is it possible? ਦੇਖੋ, there are two different ways of thinking. That is in your belief system, on your individual passion. ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਚਾਅ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਹੈ. It all depends on individual.
It means both are very important, na?
Yes, it's very important.
Both are very important. Yes. Both are very important.
It's very important.
What you told today about this sleep, na? I was listening to Shivani in the morning, And she said absolutely the same thing. Absolutely the same thing. कि साडा chemical produce होता है if we sleep late. She was also explained the way you were explaining. Exactly the same thing I heard today only.
Yes, yes, very good. Thank you, bacha. God bless you.
अच्छा, चलो, okay, दीदी.
Hanji.
Hanji,
Hanji.
Ekta ji, one last question we can take up. Ekta ji, unmute quickly.
Hello, Auntie.
Hanji, hello, bacha.
Auntie, I just want to ask you, like if a body needs less hour of sleep, like if we are consistent in waking up early, but we are not, in case we are not sleeping early, I mean, the body does not need 8 hours of sleep. Then, in that case, is it
See,
okay?
it is okay as you go. You know what happens that as age increases, no, sleep decreases.
No, Auntie, it's not about age. I mean, it's been long, like if I'm taking less hours of sleep, but I get up early in the morning every
Yes,
time.
yes, yes.
I
You get
don't need that much of
morning
sleep, that 7
about
to 8
4, 5,
hours.
4, 5
That
hours.
it's okay. It's
Yes,
perfectly
then
fine.
that is the way the body is made. You know, main thing is you have to have a very sound sleep, because repairing is taking place. When it becomes darker and darker, that gland, which is excreting this chemical becomes at its peak as it becomes darker and darker. So that middle point is the highest peak time when the chemical is being excreted. So even if you are having that just 4-5 hours sleep and a sound sleep,
At time, if not even 4-5 hours?
Doesn't matter. But if you have the 3 hours sleep also, but agar after 3 hours you get up, if you get up after 3 hours, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Quite active, doing my spiritual studies, everything, going for walk, doing my exercise, everything doing.
Yes,
I'm not feeling tired, I'm not exerted, but still I'm sleeping late and getting up early.
That is, the individual body has become into that way. Yeah, individual body has become like that way. For example, if I take my body sleeps at 10:30 and I'm awake by 2:33. I'm very fresh. I can do anything what I want to do. I do all my spiritual things, everything. My body has become tuned to it. But that sound sleep is there. The sound sleep. It shows when our body gets disturbed and breaks the rhythm. Please check your medications. There will be a salt of this chemical. Because this chemical helps to repair the body during the night time. Repairing
it's not that every time sleeping late, but at times if I sleep late also, but I get up early in the morning.
Because that
I don't feel exerted.
It becomes like a routine, that is, you can say jitna marzi late sleep kariye, but sada neendar khul jati. But फिर we try your level best. It's okay, off and on ho janda hai ki once in a week or twice a week, okay. But try to keep this routine because this sleep is very, very important. Bishak, it is just for 4 hours.
I always feel even 3 to 4 hours is enough for me.
Yeah, the sound sleep is okay. It's fine. It's fine. Ho sakta hai the night time, during the daytime, you just lie down.
No, not at all.
To relax your physical body. Just relax your physical body after a work. That is also good. Why we say when the body is working the whole day and it is tired, balance it by giving it a rest. And if the body is stagnant the whole day, please activate it and give some exercise or some creative work. Balance it during the day. Balance it. This rhythm is also needed.
Okay. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you so much.
God bless you, bache.
Everything moves to certain rhythms. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. On this rhythmic note, we end our session, but not before thanking you all for joining in. Have a tactful Tuesday.